This is Austin St. John, Jason, the original Red Ranger. You are watching the Morphin Network.
Okay, so Ryan. Okay, so Leonard, Jen. Look, I'm not saying we have to drop Ryan. I'm just saying it's an option. We'll talk later. Ixnay.
You are dead.
No, you are dead.
Because you know what time it is?
Morphin time?
It's Taco Tuesday!
What to do, baby?
Bye-bye. Anyway.
And he's gone.
He's gone.
Wait, you kicked me out? You seriously kicked me out?
Yes. Because
Screw you, man.
Welcome to another episode of Ranger Podcast Live. Guess who's back after a 9-month hiatus on this podcast?
It was not a 9-month hiatus.
Jen, take it back.
Oh my god, you want to know something? I hope everybody knows this. I have been active, okay? Every time you guys did podcast interviews, it was always when I was at work.
Shout outs to firefighters for fighting the fires.
Yes, please. Like right now, like the city of like Santa Monica, Beverly Hills area is pretty impacted.
I'll just say LA County's kind of being
LA County in general, got hit with another Getty fire. Because this is the second time the Getty's been set on fire.
Also, shout outs to my man LeBron James donating taco trucks to the firefighters fighting these fires today.
Yo,
I'm wearing this for his honor right now. That's a respect.
If that's the case, shout out to my boy John Cena from WWE, who recently pledged over $500,000 to the first responders fighting the California fighter. So shout out to you, Mr. Cena. We can totally see you, okay?
All right, let's get this review started.
Oh, and happy birthday to our...
Wait, whose birthday?
No, best episode.
One of the Rangers we just interviewed. It's Xander's birthday today. So happy birthday to Mr. Richard. Thank you for taking the time to be on our podcast several nights ago. So
today we're reviewing the best episode of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. We're all agreeing right now. So this is the best episode of Beast Morphers. Matter of fact, forget reviewing it. Can we just give our scores real quick? I give it a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. 10.
You were giving it's a hopeful episode.
And with that being said, let's read the comments.
I don't know.
Yes, let's read the comments that don't exist yet.
So, we first start off with Grid Battle Force. So we start with Nate and Zoe trying to recruit another assistant for the lab. And we find a special character that's kind of mischievous. And Kent, you're going to start off because you keep talking about this.
Her name is Megan.
Megan.
Drake and Josh reference, people.
Yes. So Nate is wanting to find a new lab assistant to help him, and this one girl named Megan, who's in charge of Zord maintenance, she's like, I think I'll be the perfect candidate. And then, they talk about the product they're testing out. I thought I had him here. Well, they're testing out. Oh no, they're testing out Nate's new, or Devin's new power up, and Ben and Betty are using it to slice up some salad.
You know what I don't understand? Like, those things are dangerous. How do they let little kids like that play with those toys?
Jen, are you seriously trying to throw... Oh my god, are you seriously trying to be a soccer mom right now?
Okay, you know what? Never mind. It's Power Rangers.
They say, well, she's like, looks like you guys need some actual experience helping you. And they're like, as she walks out, she's like, oh, I'm going to be Nate's assistant, all right. If it's the last thing I do. And I was like, and so naturally, this woman is actually the monster of the episode because, only someone who's evil would talk like that. Anyway, we move on to, suddenly Zoe is going to a movie at, which is called, had something about the Hydro Worm. And funny enough, this is just literally to show how big of a nerd I am about the show. this is a callback to Mystic Force because in like their third episode, they had a monster called the Hydra Worm, which even
I
the
remember that
poster looks just like it did in that show.
I actually
And
remember that
then-
episode too.
Yeah. And and every TV show gets to have a really big coincidence, and here's Beast Morphers. Who should see them? Who would happen to be at the movies but Zoe and Nate, because they're like saying, oh, we love cheesy sci-fi movies. And when they leave, it looks like they're on a date, and the really big coincidence.
Well, the thing was Zoe, she invited herself. You know what I mean?
Yes. She kind of overheard Nate was going to be there, and she's just ran off to, see if he could see if she could sit with him. And the really big coincidence is the fact that Megan was there, and she, was like, are they on a date? And she's like, records it, and is scheming a bit. And then we cut to the villains. So Blaze has recreated another Tubatron and is gonna, send it out to attack the Rangers. And what's funny is, I think in Ghostbusters, this was actually a thing. They would reuse monster costumes a lot, like reuse, the same monster, in various episodes. So that was kind of cool. And this new Tubatron is powered by a Fury Cell, and it makes the monster so strong. And when Blaze introduces it to the Rangers, Nate's like, that Fury Cell, it made the monster stronger. And then Dorothy Spornak from Golden Girls comes in and says, admit it, Nate, you worked with Allied Intelligence during World War II.
I didn't get that, but okay.
All right.
Air 5 Kent for the Golden Girls reference one more time. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
I wanted to throw that in, so now I've talked about the parts I wanted to talk about.
All right,
Anyone
Leonard, you're
else?
next since you know stuff about a past episode.
Okay, so real quick, I just want to say this right now. I find it really funny that Blaze decides, hey, there's no little kid in this episode, so I'm gonna recreate Tubatron. So now that this kid who might have a quirk for My Hero or is the last airbender in Power Rangers, he ain't here no more. So we're gonna recreate Tubatron because they ain't no little kid who's gonna defeat a monster this time, which is still the dumbest thing that I've seen in Power Rangers since Dana quitting her job as a Power Ranger to become a model. That's a different story from another time. The Fury Cell, though. The Fury Cell, what? Why you have your hand up?
Or to kind of argue with you, the reason why I did that is to basically do a middle finger to Roxy.
Wait, what?
What?
Didn't Roxy do that?
Oh, no. I know that.
That's why he did it
that.
again. Do a middle finger on her, so that's why he did that.
I know
Yeah.
that. But the joke no, I know that already. But the joke is, because you weren't here on the last 2 episodes ago, we made fun of the fact that this little boy somehow had the air capacity in his lungs to outbeat a monster whose whole power is to amplify sound.
Yeah, it's like
And he has no quirk. From My Hero, has no cybernetic enhancements like Dylan from RPM, and is not an airbender.
It's like the episode's basic logic had to be broken just so they can get their point across.
So after Nate coincidentally says the exact same thing Blaze says, all the Rangers morph. They fight Blaze, they fight Tubatron. Tubatron beats the brakes off all the Power Rangers, so much so destroys Ravi's sword and destroys the visors on Devin's helmet. Legit, Tubatron is kicking ass and chewing bubblegum, and he's all out of bubblegum right now. So the Rangers decide we gotta retreat like now. And they all Devin demorphs, and he's like, "Yo, I'll distract them." Blah blah blah. And we see Devin finally use his cheetah DNA without his morpher, and it was actually really really cool.
Yeah,
So
plus I like the fact that he actually pulls out his blaster, to distract the monster. Because I don't know why. I feel like if this was like done in some of the previous seasons, the monster would have just stood there and watched them get away rather than. Actually.
You can never run away. And they're gone.
And they're gone.
So they
Just
we
like
get
in the
back-
Power Ranger movie.
Oh god! Anyway, so we give it the group battle force. So Nate is like, okay, look, I'm working on a couple of things. I found this Fury Cell. I'm gonna see what I can do because in the middle of the fight, Blaze dropped the Fury Cells because Blaze is a klutz. And so Nate now has a Fury Cell. It's like, okay, I think I might be able to do something with this thing. Let me go in the lab. Let me cook up something. Y'all just recover real quick, all right? And while that's going on, Karen, with her Karen haircut, wanting to talk to someone's manager, pulls up on Zoe and is like, "Hey, so I saw something that was very intriguing. Let me show you. Are you two on a date?" Okay,
in my
cool.
opinion, it doesn't even look like it. Cause I mean, she's just throwing popcorn on his mouth. Like, I don't find that.
Jen, it's Nickelodeon. It's
If they
Nickelodeon.
kiss,
Until
then
Then
probably
again, they don't kiss. They don't. Yeah, it's true. Nickelodeon doesn't kiss, huh?
Well, only in
Hey,
deleted
Nickelodeon,
scenes.
you think I forgave you for what you did with Calvin and Haley? Think again. Anyways, so
Or Shelby and Tyler.
It's not.
or Jake and Gia, we knew they were trying to get together. We all knew it.
Or
Okay?
It's
Mia,
Mike and
or
Emily,
or
who-
Mia and Mike.
And the fact that Sierra and Azim even told us is hilarious. But that's a different story. So Karen with her Karen haircut, drinking her soy latte that she had to cuss someone out at a Starbucks, is like, so you're gonna get me this job, or I'm gonna tell your boss that you and Nate were on a date.
I love her voice too. The way she said it.
That's good acting. Actually, that was actually good acting. So
Yes,
props to
very.
the actress who played Megan. That's really good acting. Props to him.
So somehow Megan gets the job because obviously Zoe does not want to get in trouble, nor does not want Nate to get in trouble because again, prodigy child who is super introverted and doesn't really go out all that much. He is now. He's a Power Ranger. Yeah, we don't want another Dr. K moment to happen. So, okay, fine. So, now that Megan found her way into the lab, she's trying to help Nate. But when you really think about it, is she really? Because Nate tells her, hey, yo, I need you to pour half of this cup of Morph X into the Fury Claws. Don't put too little, don't put too much. Put exactly half a cup of Morph X into the damn claws. And Karen, with her Karen haircut, friggin' Karen Danvers acting self, is like, why don't we just put the full bottle in? Like, don't you think it's a little too much calculations? And Nate's like, girl, listen to me. I know what I'm doing.
I love
I've been
how he
working
turns his
here.
back, like nobody's looking, and she just.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. And she dumps the entire Morphex into the claws. And I'm over here like, so are there legit no one else working in that damn lab other
Like
than
they're all there.
those
They
two
have their
and
back all turned.
Next thing you know, Nick gets in trouble because straight up, Megan with her Karen haircut.
Oh, wait.
Well, go ahead.
I'm sorry. Ryan, do you want to mention something interesting about the scene where the claws malfunction and Ben and Betty try and, get them to stop?
Oh, yeah. Go
Oh
ahead.
yeah. Oh, so me and Kent made a theory, prediction that one of these two people will become a Power Ranger, and I don't know if this is foreshadowing.
I would say if I can throw. Oh my god! If Karen, so Megan with her Karen haircut, with talking to everyone's manager, with her stupid kale juice, driving a Kia.
It's kissing Megan, so
Goes to Robbie's mama. Goes to Robbie's mama and is a snitch. She starts to snitch on Nate saying like, look, he almost got Ben and Betty hurt, and I don't think that it'd be a good idea for him to do it because he's a Power Ranger. He already has enough to worry about, saving the world, yada, yada, yada. Next thing you know, and she's like, so I think it'd be in our best interest is that me, Megan, who just started working here about 2 hours ago, should totally be in charge of the science division in Grid Battle Force. And she's like, are you sure about that? Zoe comes in and is like, hold up. Don't be talking about my man, who's not so my man. She's a snitch. She's a skeezer. She's everything else. She is the devil. Okay? Do not believe her. And it's like, oh, I'm sorry. Weren't there you the one who gave me the job? And then Nate pulls up, and we finally get continuity where, well, not really, because they ain't mentioned surveillance cameras, but he's like, hold up, girl. First of all, you broad, I told you to put half a cup of Morphex into the claws. You put an entire cup of that stuff in there, and I told you specifically not to. It's like, I'm sorry, I'm talking to your manager right now, Nate. It's very disrespectful. And he's like, broad, I just saw this, okay? And I may or may not look at the surveillance cameras that Grid Battle Force may or may have not installed, because we will never know if they actually have installed surveillance cameras. That's a different story for another time. So yeah, I know you did. Well, I know you two went on a date. You see, Commander, your employees are breaking the golden rule about Grid Battle Force, right? And he's like, so you mean to tell me you frame like, yeah, I want your job. I mean, I think I can do a better job. See, Commander, look, these two should not be dating. Okay, it's against the rules. And I, Megan, should totally be in charge of the Science Division Grid Battle Force. Robbie's mama, Commander Shaw, ain't having none of that, bro.
What kind of security? That was awesome.
Bruh. Robbie's mama became every black mama that I've ever met, where she's like, hold up for a second.
She did that thing with her face. She's like,
hold up for a second. You mean to tell me that you took videos of them together, framed them to take over the science division? Girl, if you don't get the hell out of here. Security, take her Karen looking ass out of here, please. He's like, no. Heck no. No. And this is right after Nate and Zoe are like, no, Commander, it was not a date. We swear it wasn't. Right? And she's like, get her out of here. Get her out of here. I don't want to see her never again. Okay? First of all, I'm the manager, but I have the final say in this. You just were working here 2 hours ago. So,
she will never appear again. Oh, I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. So, Megan got pieced out right after that. And Nate is like, Commander, you gotta believe me. I swear on everything that is sacred, including my brother who has my DNA, who's also a robot. This was not a date. And she's like, don't worry, Nate, I believe you. But in real life, she's like, boy, you better stop, man. Look, I know y'all ain't dating, okay? We tight. It's cool. Look, Go ahead.
She does know. I could tell in the eye. She does know. It's just like she doesn't know. Of course, think about it. Why would you lose your best
in the rule?
No, or low key, Robbie's mama is like the ultimate wingman.
Yeah, I bet you she's I bet you she felt so bad for her because she did kind of ruin his childhood. It's like, okay, I'm gonna let him have some fun anyway. So.
We took the only child of these two scientists that we will never see again. Hopefully, we do, and we threw him into a lab and had him start working. So you know what? He needs a little R&R with someone, so it's okay. But yeah, so other than that, they go back because the Robotron is found in Sector 10, which they didn't say Alpha, Beta, Delta, Gamma this time. Thank God. So the Rangers go, and they're going to go fight Tubatron 2.0, right? And so Nate is like, wait, Devin, before you do, here, take this, right? And it's the Fury mode, and it's slowly transforming him into the Battleizer that we all see now. Thank you, Kent. Tubatron wrecks through everyone until he gets to Devin, and then Devin proceeds to Daigo Umahara parry him, Street Fighter Third Strike style, and just commits to beating the brakes off him. And I will say this right now. This was a better opening to a Red Ranger having his battleizer. This was better than Ninja Steel's. And y'all know how much I love the Lion Battle Armor from Ninja Steel. I really liked it. This one blows it out the park.
I'd say it's better than, it's definitely better than, well, Tyler's intro to his battleizer, but, you haven't seen that, so I won't say why.
I'm definitely going to be
Then
watching
again, it's not a big
Dino Charge soon.
But, sorry.
Anyway.
All right. After the battle with the Megas, the battleizer with the awesome Cheetah battleizer. I was kind of sucked. I wish they had Wolverine song music. Kind of sucks, but it's okay. But anyway, so we had an awesome battle. Again, the was not all formed by it was at Ultra Zord. So we see Cheetah, the Cheetah's Megazord beat up another Robotron. Surprising. They get destroyed. They save the tower, and we go back to the gym. It is where the best part and the best highlight of this episode. And finally,
Ryan, take it away.
You hold it. It's
finally, it happened. And now,
Jen, go ahead. Explain what happened.
Zoe being like, she was like, she went up to Nate and was like, "Hi, so, you remember that sci-fi movie we watched? Well, I know I said I've never seen it, but the truth is, I really just wanted to see it with you." It was such a cute thing. Oh my god, it's so cute. I swear, it's so.
What did the three guys say?
Oh yeah, they're like, "Oh, he has no game."
Okay, so she's okay. All right, so
she summed it up correctly, but go ahead, Ryan.
Okay, so okay, you remember the episode 3 or 4, where like Zoe got
Valentine's Day.
From Valentine's episode where Zoe got the roses from Nate. So what I like about this episode was it legitly came full circle. Like Nate, because we found of course we were thinking like who sent the roses to Zoe, and it was Nate. And I'm glad that the writers thought of that episode before, because this moment leading up to them like dating or like seeing each other was a perfect development. And so finally Nate first tells Zoe that he's in love with her or likes her, and finally, I didn't expect it, even from a Nickelodeon show, Zoe confesses she loves or likes Nate back. This way I did not see Ninja, because in the Dino Charge, we didn't see Shelby saying he likes Tyler or Tyler likes Shelby. We just saw like action, but not actually telling them. And Mike and Mia, or Mike and what's her name, Emily, in Ninja Samurai, they didn't even tell them they like each other. They just, just hinted it. But you could tell they actually did.
It's like, I've heard someone say it before, Power Rangers relationships can be summarized like this. We're going to date, you're just not going to see us date. Or, we kind of like each other or something,
Yeah, something like that. But this one, I'm actually glad it happened, and that was the most cutest thing I ever saw.
Me too.
So anyway, the episode ends, and that's pretty much it. And I love this episode so much. It's why good act. I could find little faults in it. I mean, the only thing was like the logical stuff, but still, 10 out of 10. That's the final review.
I didn't give my score. I say this is a first. This is a
10,
first. 10-10.
I just realized Ken has never given an episode of Beast Morphers a 10 out of 10. This is the first one.
Mm-hmm. It was, like I said, it was really interesting. What's cool is the thing with Nate and Zoe, it's not technically solved by the end of the episode. They don't know if they're really going to start dating or not, or if they should. And, Megan, she was very interesting in how twisted she was and how she could...
Look at her ponytails, those little pigtails. You can tell those pigtails were deceiving. Any girl with a pigtail is evil.
You can tell... Whoa!
I'm joking, guys.
Okay.
The Shining! Anyways, yeah.
Come play with us. Yeah, I think her pigtail should have been, on the top of her head. All right, so one thing I want to say right quick. I want to make a prediction. they should bring Megan back next year and have her done this. Have her be the purple version of Roxy's form. In the Japanese show, she was called Escape, and this is what she really looked like. So they should bring her back. Like, I feel Megan was just way too interesting to just have one episode. And
She will be back. I know you.
yeah, and I can see her, like Grid Battle Force failed to see my potential, so I'm gonna go work for these guys. And I hope they do. This isn't just a one-time character, because a previous season they introduced 3 people that could have served potential roles. I'm not saying which ones, but they didn't, or at least they didn't on screen. So yeah, bring Megan back, make her a villain, make her interesting, and she could be like Nate and Zoe's rival. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Probably the best Beast Morphers so far.
Megan, if that's the case, then I want her to have higher pigtails, okay? Girls with pigtails are evil.
It could be the equivalent of her wearing black, right, Leonard?
Yeah, black.
Once again,
Yeah.
if you are wearing black and you are with the bad guys, you
Black.
are evil.
So, White
I
Ranger.
told you
white,
before.
Daggerboy,
I told you
the bad guy.
before. I told you before. Right, of course, he's gonna wear his color scheme. The point of that,
Titanium Ranger was wearing black, and he was the good guys.
He was a bad guy at first. Shut up. Look at the Psycho Rangers. Look at Zoe and Roxy. I mean, Blaze and Roxy. Look at Ace Squad from Power Rangers SPD.
Trent from Dino Thunder.
He was a bad guy for 15 episodes.
What else? Mara and Capri, purple and red, bright colors.
But they had black on too.
No, but even though
They started out evil.
They started out
evil.
well.
Ryan.
Come at
Ryan.
me.
Yes.
The Silver Guardians, they wore black.
They were black. Oh.
That was navy blue.
Oh, it was black.
Nah.
That was black.
It looks
That
black
was
to me.
navy blue. If
was
I
black.
here,
It was
I'm
black.
gonna pull it up real quick. Give me a second.
Are you seriously making this all because I said pigtails? Wow.
I'm going to comments now.
I am looking at Eric. Dude, this is navy blue. What are you talking about? That's navy blue.
It's black.
That's
Anyway.
navy blue. Anyway,
Anyway.
my part. There's a lot that could have gone wrong with this episode. And everything that when I watched the episode, after I whooped Ryan and quadruple perfect him and Battle for the Grid, and all his cousins did.
I'm training right now for redemption. I'm going
Um,
Rocky.
I will easily say I was not looking. The moment they introduced Megan, I'm like, something bad's gonna happen, writing wise, but nothing bad happened. It played everything that we have wanted for a Nickelodeon season of Power Rangers for too damn long. We have drama, actual drama with a potential relationship, which is might not happen because they've already addressed that Power Rangers can't date each other. Good job, by the way, Hasbro, because I know it was Hasbro's idea for that. We saw that there was actual stakes where Rangers were getting their butts kicked. Because it's something that Ryan's been asking for so long. Stakes. They finally had stakes. The Rangers got dominated. What are they going to do now? Fury Cell. Let's hope to God that this evil energy does not corrupt one of our Power Rangers, and it didn't. We also have Ravi's mama pulling a Bill Duke from Menace to Society. Now you see now. You done screwed up now. You know that, don't you? That's the PG way of saying it. And everything like that. And on top of that, we end the episode with a will they, won't they? And they might. They might. So I'm pretty sure Nate's like, hey, look. Weekends, no one's here. We can do stuff.
Oh my gosh.
Hey.
PG.
Whoa! I didn't say nothing bad. I said no one's here on the weekend. Let's meet up and stuff like that. I didn't say
maybe
anything
there's
disgusting.
no surveillance cameras.
maybe they're watching movies on Amazon because Nickelodeon stuff is on Amazon. I'm just saying.
Also, by the way, going back to you beating how do I tell everyone I kick your butt in Tekken?
Oh my God.
You already said
You were
said
playing the
too damn
same
good.
character.
To be fair,
I played
Ryan,
two
to be
characters.
fair, Jen almost beat you. So hush.
I literally almost beat
I
me.
beat you twice. Your cousins dominated you, and Jen almost beat you.
Yeah, with a Street Fighter character.
And it's still a
Not a
Tekken
character-
game.
not a
It's still a
character
Tekken
even I don't
game.
even
It's
use.
still a Tekken game.
Oh!
It's still a Tekken game. It's still a Tekken game.
What a character I've been used.
Don't disrespect Street Fighter, okay? Anyway, now, all right, let me finish up. The fight with the battleizers, the fight with Devin used the battleizer was gold. I liked it. I want more of that, please. Yas, Queen, Yas. I like that this episode also, you didn't see the rest of the Rangers use their Zords. It was Devin. This was a Zoe, Nate, and Devin dominated show. Because Devin being the leader is like, oh God, I got to get an upgrade. And Nate is the homie, and he got me the upgrade while he's dealing with the crap with Megan. Overall, though, once again, this is a perfect 10. Hasbro, good job. I want another 10. This is the second 10 I've given for this season. The first 10 was the episode where Devin was trying to juggle being a ranger and having a job.
I gave 3 tenths in the season, so
That's my second 10 this season. Good job. Unless someone's tallying up all our 10s, but this is my second 10.
I gave 3 tenths. This is my third 10.
So good job, Good job, Hasbro. Nickelodeon, good job too. You get a
my
star.
second 10 was the episode 2 weeks ago. My bad. All right. Anyway, Jen, what's your review of this?
Oh yeah,
I'm
go ahead, Jen.
perfect 10. I generally like the build up of it. My favorite character is obviously Nate. I like that it's something different because you always see the bad guy with the pretty girl. This time you didn't see it this way. Like you never see that, which is good. I think it's cute towards the end. Like the guys were like, she has no game. But you know what? You never know, man. Okay, never mind. We're making this PG, but I'm just saying.
Steele's a savage for saying that. Like, my brother talking to Zoe. Nah. He ain't got game, and I'm a robot.
I like it. Personally, it makes me like Nate's character more, just because my favorite character in this show is Robbie, and I'm pretty sure he's the star of the show. You think? He probably is.
No, it's not
Steel
Steel.
or-
It's Steel. It's still Steel because
Maybe.
like he can make a thing like light up in a screen. I like his voice acting. His voice acting is really berserk.
Oh, okay, but for me, Robbie's my favorite character.
You guys have a crush on him, don't you?
Oh!
Wow.
I know it.
How are you going to put Jen on blast like that, my guy? YouTube, what's up, everyone? We just finished the rest of our review of Power Rangers Beast Morphers. So for the YouTube crowd, we're now going to be reading the comments from our Facebook Live. So if you haven't yet, be sure to like our video. Hit it again, hit it a third time, triple like. Be sure to subscribe to our page, Morphin Network on YouTube, and be sure to hit the bell icon because YouTube's algorithm is infected by Evox. I'm just saying. True story. Let's get to the comments. Go ahead, Ryan.
Mondrism says hi.
Hey, Monty,
Mondris.
what's up, man?
Terrell Dick says hi.
What's up, Terrell?
Hello.
Terrell.
Says, yay, Jen.
Hey, I know. Speaking of which, I don't know if you noticed, but Mondro's been like making theories on Twitter. I don't know if you follow him on Twitter, but
About what?
No, you saw that poll where he said that if Morphin Network wears black, do you think they're good or evil?
Well, I have color on mine, so I think I'm
we're still
okay.
black, so we're the Darksiders.
Well, no, because
sounds
I have color on my black shirt, so I'm a good guy.
Okay, guys, pretty much it. This is before we go. Kent, where can they find you?
Wait, shouldn't we do closing comments too?
Closing comments.
Yeah, that's it.
Closing comments, guys. Go ahead, Kent.
Yeah, you, Kent. Where can I find you? Closing comments.
You find me at Brown_K93 on Instagram, as well as my regular Facebook page. Plus, I might be starting up a personal Facebook page featuring my Ranger scrapbook. And, this being one of the rare times I give a 10 out of 10, this is also another unique podcast because it's the first time Jen and I have been in the same one. So,
We're moving up in the world, people.
And remember, it's no fun. Hickory dickory dock. The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 12 and flung the little mouse 30 feet across the room.
Yay.
And now, Jen, your turn.
Yeah, Jen, you're next.
Closing comments.
I love you guys. I'll be back more on Ranger Podcast Live every time. I'm always active. I swear you. And yeah, you can find me on Instagram at Jen Messina. That is GNMESINA. You can find me on Twitter at JenPink2.
Psycho, where can we find you?
My closing comment is, yeah, guys, this was another great episode. I will be doing more for net. I will be doing more for gaming time soon, potentially with the season 1 and season 2 characters of Power Rangers Battle for the Grid. Just saying, because we finally got Vegeta, the Quantum Ranger. So, yeah, and yeah, love you guys, and y'all can find me on Twitter and Instagram, @reckless_fox. Find me on YouTube page, @reckless_fox, and you can find all my latest gaming content on twitch.tv/recklessfox. If you want a little more content, Jen and I, we do a podcast on SoundCloud, so follow us on SoundCloud.com/ScruckleGaming. That's SoundCloud.com/ScruckleGaming. And boss, where can I find you? Outside of when you're not at a Laker bar.
Bar. You can find me at DancerBoy7 Instagram, and that's pretty much. Please follow us Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Twitter on Morphin Network or Morphin.net. Sorry, Morphin.net. All right, guys. So thank you guys for watching this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And today,
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. I will be
Happy Halloween
employee for Halloween. Yeah,
I'll be a Scoops Ahoy employee as well. We currently work for Scoop. We're Scoops Ahoy employees.
Yeah.
The Russians ask y'all don't know us.
Yes. Also, yeah. Well, goodbye, guys. I'm going to actually Laker bar later tonight. So, the Lakers.
Wow.
All right. Bye, guys.
All right, bye, guys. We'll see y'all next episode. Deuces.
Deuces.